Welcome to the world of Dreamtime. I am Shana. Following on from the presentation on how to decipher your dreams within a few minutes into a one-liner message, I wanted to explore some of the elements further. Here, we're going to expand on directions. East, north, above, below, when you are moving, standing, or looking in a direction. Like all dream elements, the directions add to the message. The characters and objects, moving or positioned, allude to the movement or position of something. Taking this into consideration, my intention with this presentation is to help you see the directions from different perspectives. I'll go over various words and meanings to consider. I hope this helps you to connect the dots of the elements that appear in your dreams and how every and all details provide more information to the message. In Lak'ech. Starting with east, north, west and south. They can be seen from a few different avenues. For example, maybe you relate to the Native American traditions. East guides you to your greatest spiritual challenges and guards your path to illumination. North gives wise counsel and reminds you when to speak and when to listen. Also reminds you to be grateful. West leads you to your personal truth and inner answers, showing you the path to your goals. South protects the child within, reminding you when to be humble and trust that you are balanced in your personality. I derive these from the Native American animal cards. Whatever teachings or understandings you have through your culture, beliefs, understandings, use them. From a collective point of view, we could attach a few words to each of the directions, such as east, new day, beginnings, path, light upon the matter. North, a suggestion or correct direction, something above or higher, gratitude. West, endings, goals. South, not the right direction, lower position, alluding to something cold, relating to the southerly winds that are cold. Other directions from a collective point of view: above, higher level, spiritual, cosmic, dreams, other dimensions, higher self. Below, earth, foundations, beginning, grounding, something below you. Left, diversification, a shift from rigid and established aspects. Feminine, motherly, nurturing, giving, abundance. Right, a supportive role or path. Play on words maybe with right, right direction, something's right. Masculine, courage, warrior, provider, receiving. Over, maybe in the dream something went over your head, or is over your head, say you look up and see you're under a deck, literally meaning something is or goes over your head, or you need to go get over something. Clockwise, advancements, correct direction. Counterclockwise, an aspect that goes against the grain or a reversal, going backwards. When you are moving in a direction during the dream, such as in a car, moving forward or reversing, swimming forward, this alludes to how you're progressing in a situation, phase or lesson along your path. Moving forwards, exactly that, moving forward. Backwards, like driving the car in reverse, would mean reversing. Is this alluding to you are reversing on your path, or you're going backwards? Maybe you're behind something or behind people, alluding to lower or back position. What was in front of you for you to observe and see? Directional position. From the point of view of where you were standing, or another character or element, such as an object, was positioned or situated. In front. You were in front of a line, or an object was in front of you, alluding to priority, address, introduce, use. You're up front. Next. Back, background, or rear. Say you were at the back of a line, or you're in the rear seat of the car. Standing in the background of a party. These can allude to being in the background, take a back position, observe, an outside perspective, or is it alluding to that you're not in control and to come forward? Below, beneath, or underneath. You dream there's an object under the bed, alluding to hidden, not perceived, or were people below you. You were standing on a deck and people were below you on the driveway. Is this alluding to an aspect that is under or below you? Bottom. For example, you saw or found something on the bottom shelf, or were you standing at the bottom of a mountain? The bottom alludes to beginning point, start, basics, foundations. Top, like a top floor apartment, or a top cupboard, or something's on top of the cupboard, alluding to above, higher level, top position, high priority. center or middle. For example, you're in the center of a room. You're in the middle of people or middle of the park. Or maybe you saw an object in the middle of a table. This alludes to middle position, the center of something, alluding to whatever the object is, and what it means is the center of your current problem, or the object is a tool. That's the center of the problem. Here's the tool. Being in the center, standing in a position of the center, offers you a good wide variety of choice, perspectives, etc. Beside, like when you're standing beside someone. Equal position and side by side. When we're looking in a direction, we can see that what you're looking at relates to the direction in which you looked. For example, looking up, acceptance, progression, knowledge. What did you see when you looked up? Looking out or ahead, awareness, perspective. What were you looking at? Looking over. Maybe you look over to something in a scene, or looking over an object such as a book. This would be alluding to discernment. What were you looking over? Looking behind, insecurity, distrust, double checking, uncertainty. Looking down, defeat, embarrassment, or are you looking at your foundations? Remember the type of ground that it was, grass or dirt, alluding to beginning point, your path. Did you see any objects, such as you were wearing running shoes, alluding to you were running along your path? And let's say that you look in something like a cupboard or a bag. It's alluding to you searching, looking in depth, curiosity, seeing what's available. So remember what you looked in and what you found. And looking under, like a blanket or under a bed, alluding to depth, something hidden, or maybe forgotten, or something not perceived. To recap, directions add to the message, showing you the movement or position of something, such as your movement along your lesson, phase, situation, or path, showing you your position in the matter, one you could have or could take. Maybe it's showing you an object that could be used. Depending on where the object is placed, it'll help you see how it should be seen or used. That is the end of this presentation. My intention in going through the elements that appear in your dreams is to allow for you to see the possibilities and think of what the elements you dream of mean to you, to connect the dots and see how the elements together create a symbol. Enjoy defining the directions within your dreams. Allow all the elements to show you the theme so you know you are deciphering it correctly. In Lak'ech.